up, girl? Funny. Girl, I'm so old. So old. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone out there. Oh, Bill.
Okay, and we're back. Cheers to your birthday.
Happy birthday to me and to
Happy cover
you.
dish to you. Happy cover dish to you. It's Brooke's birthday on tonight's show. Happy cover dish.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. To you. There we go.
All right. Do it all again in the Carol Channing voice. It's all I want for my birthday.
Happy cover dish to you. I feel like every time I do that voice, my hair turns blonde and does this, you know? It
Yes,
just gets
yes. And like
crazy.
the best part of your Carol Channing impersonation is it never stays on track. Like you can just,
No,
it's truly the best. It's my favorite.
you can give me a script and tell me to do the script in Carol Channing's voice, and I
And it
just
just won't
drop into a
happen.
fugue state and start talking about how I was on the lam in the 40s, you know?
Yes, yes, I love that. Oh my God, on the lamb. Where are you from sometimes? So after when I was studying for the bar exam, everyone was like, you have to turn your brain off. And I'm thinking about it because I have some
Oh, like don't
folks who are
overthink
waiting.
it?
No, 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 no. Like you study all day, and then like at night you got to turn your brain off, right?
Oh, I get it, yeah.
And we were living together when I was studying for the bar, so you kind of remember. I would just like zone out, or do a show or whatever.
Yeah.
But I watched all the Twilight movies
Really?
because I'd never seen those, and then I watched some other
I
series.
must have done an up and around for that. You must have turned on Twilight, and I was like, bye.
Well, it was like it would be it was that it was another series like dumb shows like it was like Supernatural, that CW show. Like I would
Oh,
just turn
yeah.
on like dumb. It was just like do not watch anything that you need brain power with. And I fell in love with stupid like vampire shows because that's all I watched. I was just like, this
I
is
think
great.
that's great.
It was awesome. And anyways, there's a line in Twilight about Bella talking to Edward about how he's not from this time and the way he talks is not from this time. And at no point at that point in the movie does he sound anything. He just sounds normal. So it's so funny
Yeah,
because clearly at some point in the writing there was a plan to make him sound old timey, but
right.
then just like failed miserably, and they left it in. And that's how I feel about you. And that's why I'm saying I think you're a vampire because you're timeless, you're forever young, and you do use phrases like "on the lamb."
Isn't that just the Dickens?
It's, oh my! What did I say to some? Oh my God! I literally. So for those of you who don't know, my partner is black and not from America. And I was like talking to her. I was talking to my sister on the phone, and I said, "Well, pin a rose on your nose." And I hung up the phone, and my partner's was like, "That is the whitest shit I've ever heard in my entire life."
Oh my god, it sounds like some kind of like horse race watching party game, you
The pin
know?
a rose on your nose.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love that. What does it mean?
It's like, look at you, fancy bitch.
I
So
like
it's
that one
like,
better.
yeah, I mean, I just made it up. It's like if someone's like, "Oh, it's like if your partner like does something that they were supposed to fucking do. Like it'd be like if I was like, "Oh, I emptied the dishwasher." Like, put a rose on your nose. That's literally your task in
Oh,
this house.
look at
Right?
you.
Like you've
Yeah.
done nothing. Exact. Yes. Look at you. Not what did I say? Look at you, you fancy bitch.
No, I like that one better.
Yeah,
No,
and it's all genders in that case. By the way, all genders are the fancy bitch. There's
yeah, so
no.
girl, listen, we are forever young, but we may not be old souls. You may think you have an old soul in your life, but let me ask you this. Do the canthus leaves on your friend's sweater match the filigree on her comforter? I think not.
And And why does this fan look like upholstery from the Victorian era?
Thanks for noticing. Because it could be. It could be. Painted.
Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't that painted?
Wow.
Yeah, I got on Etsy. I don't know the history of this object, but it's very fun. And it has a matching handbag that looks sort of like it's like a hard makeup case.
You mean to tell me my children have been running around the countryside in old drapes?
Yes, and having a marvelous time. And you know, I really should have put that quote in my Sound of Music act, but I didn't.
I mean, first of all, that act has almost made me bite Book of Light 17 times, and I'm dying to see it. Second of all, third of all, and fourth of all, if you have a chance to see Eileen do the Sound of Music number, you absolutely must. And fifth of all, you already worked in a lot of iconic moments. The Sound of Music has so many gay iconic moments, like you can't be responsible for all of them.
Thank you. I feel like a weight is lifted because there is a heavy gay responsibility with that material. And I just think it's a shame nowadays. You know, I actually questioned for a moment when I was planning that act. I was like, but what if it's not relevant anymore? What if the gays don't know Sound of Music? And then I realized that's a you problem.
Yeah, that is. If you're at a gay nightclub and a burlesque performer does a Sound of Music medley and you don't get it, I would leave. Like, you're straight. And you need to come out to your family as straight because you're straight.
Yeah. And actually, we lock the doors, and that's kind of a death sentence. Like, it starts a whole ritual sacrifice kind of situation.
Oh, my God. I love that for us, specifically, and only us.
They think we're recruiting. We're actually very exclusive.
Yeah, no, get out. We're terrible.
Girl, what are we talking about tonight? Oh, my God. We're talking about, like, significant moments in our lives, you know? Like, milestones and yes, we're talking about bee venom and other beauty hacks. But no, seriously, like it's all arbitrary, right? But there are certain, like, you know, bookends of our life where, like, some things change, some things stay the same.
So I cannot tell you how many people have told me leading up to 40 to get Botox. And I'm not against Botox, but it is so funny age in our culture and what it does to people and the permission people think they have with you. Specifically. That's been really interesting. And also, like, everyone in talking about this milestone birthday, which I have for the last few months, will then, like, bring up a part of their body that shows age the most. And I'm like, okay. It's, like, so weird the way age works because we all experience it, but all feel like it doesn't apply to us also.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's very fascinating. Everyone... And I was raised, like, I don't know how you were conditioned growing up, but, like, my mom was very much, like, I celebrate every year I'm here. I'm not one of those women, you know, she was very much, like, not one of those women that, like, hated growing old. And I actually really loved that because I don't have the hang-ups that I still have from our culture and everything else, but I don't have them as strong. You know what I mean? Because of my mom.
Yeah, that's great. There were a lot of subjects that just weren't touched on, and it wasn't like they were actively avoided. It was just like they weren't brought up, which is strange in hindsight because we didn't really talk about aging or any kind of, like, anxiety around age or you know, care to prevent age or things like that. So it's like you get inundated from the media, and then at home it was just kind of like, well, you are who you are, which I guess it's good in a way, but then also it was like, well, I don't know what to think, you know?
I do feel like we also, like, because our parents' generation was, like, a generation of people who had kids young, like, 40 was over the hill, right? And they had all that over the hill shit. Remember when we did a 40th episode of Covered Dish and bought a bunch of over the hill shit? You know, when I shopped for that stuff, it was actually hard to find, I remember. But growing up, like, it was ubiquitous. It was in every party aisle.
Yeah,
They
totally.
always, like, even at the grocery store, there was something for over the hill. And
I'm
it's like,
glad that it
you
seems
know,
like we kind of let that go
yeah, but
collectively.
I'm like, it's so wild.
Oh, I'm wearing the 40 colors, black and gold.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Everything is black and gold. I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, I'm the 40th colors.
Girl.
My
You,
hair and my.
oh my
I
god, you the
know.
look on your face you just had was like when you ever look in the mirror and see your own skull?
It was such a self-fulfilling prophecy. God damn it.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
don't know if my relationship is deepening with the abyss, with the other side, but sometimes I feel like I can feel my own skeleton.
Yeah, I think that it's definitely what you just said, that you are connected more deeply to the other side.
Let's
Terrifying.
hope it's that not some kind of like rare syndrome.
Ooh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. Girl, oh, I haven't even decided what you're going to get me for my birthday. Definitely a tarot reading.
Wait, let's walk that back. I haven't even decided yet what you're gonna get me for my birthday.
That's correct. I knew it was a Carol Channing impersonation. I think I'm going to ask for tarot.
Yeah,
Most
yeah. Well,
likely.
you know, I mean, you let me know because I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Ah, is that your desk?
It's on my phone. What if I just tried to gaslight you into thinking that this was my tarot deck and I just like hauled up my phone?
I was like, wait, what is that?
No, I have an
All
app.
right,
I have an app for it.
spontaneous tarot read. Give me a one card. It's my birthday.
Okay, your card is the Emperor. Wait. Oh my god. There we
Put
go.
yourself on the dish.
Oh,
Put
wait.
yourself on the dish cam.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this now. It's almost like we haven't been doing this for 4 years. Okay, can you see it?
Ooh, I can. What is he doing? He looks contemplative.
Okay, so he's kind of like leaning in. It looks like he's doing the Colin Kaepernick, but it's like he's not protesting. He's just kind of like leaning into this beehive.
Just vibing. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love
Yeah.
these.
Okay, so I really wish this was not blurry. But I'm gonna stop.
Here, hold on.
Ah,
Okay.
there we go. Okay.
Yay!
Okay, so the Emperor is Aries, which you can see at the bottom. So it's like a card of sovereignty and power, which you could kind of imagine from the themes of the word. He's leaning in towards this beehive that says Ozymandias on it, which is a myth I don't remember. And the beehive, oh, and you can also see like golden spirals around in the square mosaic behind him. And that is a representation of rational numbers. The right angle behind him is also sort of a symbol of like building and construction and orderliness. So the Emperor is all about structure and specifically self-imposed structure. Like there's this stereotype of masculinity that it's like it's very rational and over analyzing and like you need to like get out of your own head. But obviously I like to queer the tarot a little bit, so it's just like the stereotype of masculinity without actually being about masculinity.
Right, of course.
Yeah, and so I think that this card is all about pausing for a moment to look at the trains that have already been on the tracks up to this point in your life and saying, we've been running these trains for a long time, not realizing that they don't need to stay on the tracks. We could like make them go down different tracks.
Right.
So it's kind of like meta thinking about your life, which I think is appropriate in this moment to just be like, let's take stock, ask some questions. Not that we need to change anything, but we could change something if we want to.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you have Aries anywhere in your chart?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I could. I don't know.
Girl, don't make me break out the protractor. We'll get your birth chart out and seeing, like, if there's any, like, squares or trees in the Aries space, and then, like, ooh, what does that mean? And who would play her? And what kind of medication is she on?
I remember when you first asked me about my birth chart, my parents were arguing about what time I was born, and they don't talk, so I had to argue with them through me via text.
That's so funny. Did you ever figure out what time you're born?
Yeah, because of my birth certificate. I had to go find my birth certificate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, the problem was, since we're on my birthday, and the topic of my birthday is I came almost 2.5 weeks early, and it was an emergency C-section. So my mom
Oh, that's
had
dramatic.
flipped into a coma
Oh my God.
by the time she was unconscious. And they went to get my dad, who at this point had my sister 2.5 years old
Mm-hmm.
and almost 3. And they said, hey, you have to choose between your wife and this baby.
Jesus,
We
wow.
don't think, we just need to know your choice.
Wow.
And he chose my
Just
mom.
in case. He chose your mom?
I'm just kidding. He chose me.
Oh, okay.
But bold choice, considering there could be a lot more babies, but there's only one mom, right? So I think he chose poorly in choosing me.
Oh, she was in a coma. I was like, why wasn't she part of this decision making? And then
No, she was unconscious.
Right.
And then homegirl pulled through, which good for her. But
Oh yeah, no, we're very lucky to still have Kath, but oh my God, could you imagine being in that situation? I can't.
I would choose the mother because you can make another baby, but you can't make another mother.
Kill the mothers.
Kill the mothers.
I don't know. I'm so bad.
Best.
I'm so bad at moral dilemmas. You know, like the trolley problem where it's like you could keep the train on the tracks and do nothing and kill 3 people, or you could change which track it's on and kill 2 people. Which one are you picking?
First of all, that's what you pretty much told me to do with my life with that Emperor card, but keep going.
Well, so like
I was like, that's what I pictured is the trolley problem.
Yeah, so the trolley problem, obviously it's like a lose-lose thing. And then it's like, by the way, this has everything to do with birthdays and milestones because as you go on in your life, you have to make harder decisions. But
True.
The dilemma is like, you know, on the one hand, you could argue that doing something like pulling a lever to kill people is worse. But
Then just letting it go.
Right. But if you pull the lever, you're still like you're either killing 2 people or 3 people, right? So it does it really add up? You know what I mean?
Well,
and so in that situation, I'd just be like, oh, I just kill myself. No, not really. But like, what do you do?
yeah, I thought it was a bold choice
Mm-hmm.
for him to be pretty much a single dad with a 3-year-old and a newborn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that takes nerve. So, good for him. Girl. What's something that you, like, I it's almost tough because it's like, you know, it's just another year, right? But if you had to look at it of like, okay, you've reached a certain point of experience and of learnings, and like, what's something that after this point you're like, I don't need to ever do that again. You're letting go. You're just gonna let go of it.
Mm. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm going to think on that. That's so hard. First thought is eat at another Michelin star restaurant. They're all overrated and gooey.
Really? I've never eaten at one. I need to get that. I need to get that done.
Okay, so here's what happens if you go to like an actual one there's a difference. So if you go to a restaurant of a chef who has a Michelin star.
Different, right?
Or 2. And he's like opening up a concept he wanted, which is my favorite types of restaurants because they got the accreditation, they got the shit, and now they're doing what they want, which is usually really fucking good food.
Okay.
But the restaurant, when it's a Michelin star concept, is just like different to me, different kinds of small pieces of pudding. I hate it.
And culinary foam.
So much foam.
Like, you know when the dish comes out and it looks like a bubble bath?
Yes.
That's a bad sign.
That. I have that. We had a meal in Spain where one of the dishes was dry ice that we just inhaled to awaken the senses.
What in the menu are we talking about? You know what I mean? Did you see that movie, The Menu?
No.
Oh, you don't like horror, but it's so good.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's fine dining horror. I actually think you would enjoy it. It's crazy.
I would certainly like it.
Yeah.
One of the foams was made out of like the anus of like a lobster, a langoustine. But they were like, "Can you guess the flavor of the foam? We don't waste anything on the langoustine. So we turned the parts into foam that weren't cooked.
This is the blood fart of a goose. Here you go. Enjoy.
Yes. Is that from the menu?
No, that's actually from Trixie. Trixie and Katya. That's them describing, like, British breakfast.
Yeah, that's actually very accurate.
Yeah.
No, so I can cross Michelin star restaurants off my list for the rest of my life.
That's actually very different than, like, when a director gets to do their passion project after, like, you know, like, just doing the
like
work.
Michael Bay and Transformers, and then he, like, goes full art house, right? Like,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. I was thinking of the guy that did Treasure Planet. Because he did like Pocahontas and like Mulan and like some of these Disney like Renaissance films, and then he did Treasure Planet, and it's just terrible.
I loved Treasure Planet.
Did you really?
I did. I loved it. I thought it was so good, and then I realized I just liked the story because it's a classic fucking story.
Okay. Well, Treasure Island is, but Treasure Planet is a little bit like, you know, like we're trying to do the whole cyberpunk space thing, and it's like, did we need that for for Treasure Island? I don't know.
I don't think we did, but I liked the movie as a kid because I like Treasure Island.
For me, this is gonna be a hot take. For me, it goes Treasure Planet, Atlantis, and then El Dorado.
As what?
Like best, worst, more good, best.
I never saw El Dorado. I loved Atlantis.
Oh, it's good. First of all, El Dorado, lots of hot people.
Yes.
Oh my god, the villain is so hot. Hot like Uncle Scar, but as a human.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so hot. And also has the eye looks towards the protagonist that are not supposed to be in a kid's movie.
Yes. I do feel like it was coming from that phase where they're like, oh shit, we have to make these a little more adult.
By which they meant gay.
Yes, obviously.
So that was gay, and then also there's a pair of men who are both hot and gay looking, and they're best friends who go on a trip around the world together, and they have like multiple best friend songs that they sing at each other. And they're so hot, and they're like everyone ships them together. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I must see that.
Oh, it's great.
I loved Atlantis. Milo was so trans boy coded. It's like unreal. Like, I'm like, why do I love Milo so much?
Mm-hmm. Whoops. Yeah, that's such a great observation.
I mean, I can't be the person that made it.
Even the name. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Even the name. The very trans name.
Oh, obviously, yeah. Well, that's. I mean, I used to have a joke, and it's really interesting because, like, I used to have a joke on this, but I don't tell it except I'm in super liberal spaces. It's funny, but people don't get it. Where I'm like, you can always spot a trans guy because their name's like Poseidon O'Houlihan. Because if you picked your name in your 20s, you'd also have a badass first name and then the shitty last name from your parents. And it was like in liberal crowds, it killed because it's so accurate. And then like in centrist and right crowds, they like didn't know if they could laugh or didn't get it. And I was like, you don't know a Poseidon.
Yeah.
Or a Zeus.
Yeah. Oh, this is my son Hadrian. You know, like, like.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
This is my daughter Quilliam. Like
Quilliam. Oh, I love
Quilliam.
that.
You know what I mean?
Cadmium.
Ooh, cadmium. Ooh, Cadbury.
Yeah, like all the noble gases. Just like, here's xenon, argon. You know. Because queer people are often very nerdy too, so. That's
true. By the way, here on The Dish, we love trans folks and trans men specifically, so we love you and we say it with love.
Speak for yourself. No, what if I just came out as like
a super transphobe?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yes, I love that. This is the place.
My gay ass sitting here being like, I'm against it.
Just with all the filigree around you.
Yeah, with all the, right.
Portraits of birds.
She doesn't take herself too seriously.
I think you...
Oh my God.
Oh, girl, I love that. I love that for you. Mm-hmm. I love that for you.
I do too.
Milestone birthday or not, I think there is pressure around birthdays always. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So what do you do to alleviate the pressure?
Of a birthday?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the year. Like, this year, it was only a few months after the election. I was, like, super down. Like, we'd all spun out, right? Nobody was going anywhere, doing anything. So in March, I was having the kind of year where I was like, well, I've already been sitting on my couch for months. So I might as well, like, throw something together and have a little gathering. So we rented a room at Club Diversity and, like, had some people over. That was cute. I liked that. There are other years when I've been so busy that I just want to go out to dinner with Monty and call it a night,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just depends on what's going on, because I've noticed, like, in my life, it's very up and down. Like, I'm not consistent one way or the other. I go through seasons. So I guess it's just, like, whatever I don't have enough of in the moment, that's what I want to do to celebrate.
Yeah. I love that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about figuring out what, like, don't get caught. I think that was the thing is, I remember when I was talking to my partner about what I wanted, and I think, they were great because I think they were probably like, oh, a party. And I was like, it's really good. I really actually want to get away and take some of my, time away. And, the international travel was just such a nice way to reset so many things.
Yeah.
That was really helpful, in ways a party couldn't have reset me because of the time away.
Yeah, one of my favorite birthdays was when I went down to see you. Because I needed the same thing.
Yeah.
I needed time with you, and I needed time away from home,
Right, yeah, just a change in the routine, really,
Also, what I love about you is that, like, Brooke loves to plan things. So it's like, and like, if I'm going on a trip to visit somewhere that someone already knows the area, I'm just like, I just, like, you make the plans, and then I'll just, like, show up. I love that. I absolutely love that.
I call that being a grateful passenger.
Yes.
I love that. I love being a grateful passenger, and I love creating spaces for grateful passengers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's space. Like, my sister's coming this weekend, and, like, we have plans, like, dinner reservations. But then we have big gaps where it's like, pool, maybe? Like, you know what I mean? And you just kind of build in that space.
Yeah. You're also just really good at it. Like, I wouldn't...
No, girl, thank you.
Well, yeah, it's like, I wouldn't necessarily be so hands-off with everybody, but it's like, oh, we have an opening, and you're like, I just made, like, homemade tilapia with, like, charcuterie, and, like, you just, at any moment, it's like, I don't have to wonder if something good is gonna happen.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God, I remember I had a house guest once, and they were just like, what is on this? Like, I think I just made, like, fish tacos for lunch.
I remember this story.
And, like, I was like, spices?
You're like, maybe try it. Meanwhile, you're, like, holding a cleaver behind your back. Like, it's good.
And well, here was the thing, and that was the miss. It's like, they were like, oh, what spice blend is this? And I was like, I don't buy spice blend. I make my own spice blend. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, get out of my house.
You got a mortar and pestle, and you're just menacingly grinding it. Like,
well, no, here's my problem with spice blends. If we're going to get controversial. All right, we can talk about abortion or spice blends.
Now we're getting controversial.
So, the thing about spice blends is I don't like buying the pre-done blends. It's all salt.
Yeah.
And then you don't actually know if you like the spice blend or salt, which, spoiler alert, you like salt. Your body loves it. So I don't trust them. I trust very little pre-made anything. I need to work on that. That's what I'm going to work on in my 40s.
No, I think that's fair. Monty had a similar critique of Jamie Oliver's book with the 5 ingredients, because I made this great fish curry, and 2 of the ingredients were, like, pre-made jarred pastes for, like, curry pastes,
Yeah.
And he was like, that's more than 5 ingredients. And I was like, yeah, I get that, because if you rely on a certain brand of jar or spice mixture and you don't know what's in it, then it's like, if you can't get that specific mixture, then what do you do?
And I think, like, it's been really helpful for me to just experiment and play, because it's really just all kind of the same basic things around, what is that? Salt, fat, acid, whatever. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, okay, you figure kind of out what the mix is. But oh my God, my mother-in-law for my birthday dropped off 2 limes from her lime tree. They're stunning.
Oh my! I can
So
only imagine. I've seen
I'm
the
just
lime trees.
using citrus in everything, and Natalie's like, more salmon. I'm like, it's citrus salmon. It's a citrus salmon because I have limes. So
Yeah.
fair warning.
Limes.
I was like, and she's like, oh, this kale salad's great. I was like, there's a lime vinaigrette. Like,
Limes are good in a lot of things.
well, these are also like fresh limes. They smell like Fruit Loops, real Fruit Loops. Like they smell amazing. I know what they're aiming for with Fruit Loops. I really do now. I get it because I've never smelled a fresh lime
You said I get the reference.
until I married up into this family.
What's that toucan's name?
Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam. All right,
Toucan-
Sam.
Did
I
he
get
have
the
a
reference.
phrase?
What?
Did he have like a phrase? Like Tony the Tiger was like, they're great. Did Toucan Sam have a phrase?
Yeah. He was like, put it in my butt.
I don't think that's true.
No, I don't know what his saying was.
Toucan, you're banned from the dish. Toucan Sam.
Well, it's been a great 4 years.
Wait a minute. He does have a slogan.
I believe you. I just can't.
Follow your nose.
Oh, follow your nose, which is ironic because no nose.
What?
No nose.
Toucans don't have noses?
No, they have a beak.
Oh. Girl, I was like,
Well, I think we've done everything we can do here. That seems like maybe I think that's a wrap. I think we got it.
look, I'm not a fucking ornithologist, you fucking weirdo with all your bird paintings. Of course you know that.
The
Don't leave
Audubon
our house.
Society of
Terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Didn't that motherfucker get me too? Did he get me too? No, what happened to him?
No, he's just a big racist.
Oh, okay. We need a term for that. Like Me Too, everyone knows what you mean.
Other than being a racist?
Well, we need a version of that for being a racist.
Oh.
Like, you
what?
can say, oh, you got Me Too. We know what that means. And you don't need to be like, oh, you were likely a creep towards men. Right?
Oh,
towards
like,
women.
girl, I was, speaking of controversial, I was like, oh, you were being a Charlie Kirk, you know what I mean? Like, there you go. There's the racist version. You were being a Jeff Sessions,
Ooh, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions.
Just-
Don't call it a comeback.
Just reference an actual racist, and then I think
That's true.
I think they'll
We
get the
gotta-
message.
Is Jeff Sessions still alive?
I mean, hopefully
old is
not,
he?
but
He has to be old age. 78, girl still kicking it.
damn.
Ah,
Well, a girl can dream.
every year we dream. I love you, girl, and I love everyone out there. Thank you for celebrating my birthday this year and every year on Cover Dish.
Girl, we wouldn't miss it. See you next time for all this and even more.